Jai Sri Krishna. And today I want to tell you the story of Dakor, my experience in Dakor. And I like to start with कौन कहता है भगवान आते नहीं, तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं. And it means whoever says that Krishna does not come, the fact is that you do not call him the way Meera does. From Ahmedabad, which is where I used to go very often, I would take pilgrimages to neighboring godly sites and come back even more spiritually empowered. One such place was Dakor. In that connection, allow me to tell you a story that happened 500 years ago in Dakor, a short distance from Ahmedabad in Gujarat. There was an old man called Bodana who would travel all the way to Dwarka every year to do darshan of his Krishna. On his last trip to Dwarka, Bodana told Krishna that he had become too old, so this was probably his last trip there. Bodana had a dream that night where Krishna told him to take him, that is Krishna, away with him to where the poor man lived. I repeat, Bodana had a dream that night. Krishna told him in the dream to take him, that is Krishna, away with him. Since Bodana could not come to him, he said, you take me to where you live, to where the poor man lived. Bodana told the truth to village dwellers who humored him and even gave him an old cart in which to carry the idol of Krishna. In the morning, when the priest woke up, horror of horrors, the sanctum sanctorium was empty. The presiding king sent some soldiers to look for the idol. The village dwellers remembered what Bodana had told them and correctly imagined what may have transpired. Of course, they believed that he had taken Krishna away in that old cart that they had given him. When Bodana saw the king's men approaching, he quickly hid the idol inside the waters of a lake. The story goes that the king's soldiers with their spears poked under the lake to find the missing lord. At one point they saw blood and on inspection found the absconding Krishna. I've heard that Krishna does have a healed wound mark where the spear hurt him. Bodana was accused of stealing the idol by the king. When Bodana told the king his version of the story, the king, in order to humor the poor man, said that they would weigh the idol of Krishna. They would put the idol on one scale and the possessions of the king and Bodana on the other. And whoever turned out heavier would get to keep Krishna. Yes, you have guessed right. Bodana only put the only possession that he and his wife possessed, a nose ring, and scale tipped in Bodana's favor. The king had to admit defeat and he built a new abode for Dwarka's lord in Bodana's village, Dakor. When I visited Dakor for the first time, the gates were closed as the Lord was resting. Another time, I was denied access into the sanctum sanctorium because I was not wearing a sari. I cried, why, Lord? Why am I denied access? I will not believe if you claim that I do not have enough faith or love for you. Like the gopis, I will come to you. And I tied my dupatta around my waist to disguise it as a sari and triumphantly face the dark, playful, prankful Krishna, proving that if God is smart, his bhaktas are no least. We can be smarter. Another point that I'm making is that I used to like to go to the Hare Rama, Hare Krishna temple in Juhu on Janmashtami. And at one point, like Bodana, I felt that I was getting older and so would find it difficult to travel that far at night and face the traffic and the crowds. And happily, now an ISKCON temple has come up very near to my house, near Babulnath temple. And I'm cordially invited and taken care of. You see, now I'm older and need a little extra comfort, and my Krishna gives it to me. So, until next time, you take care and God bless.